What's up YouTube, SpokaneSilverStacker here, and I wanted to show my Engelhard collection. I wanted to go through each of the dates and just show you what I have for my personal stack. So, all of these Ingle Hearts up here are some that I just recently picked up from an LCS, but these ones right here is for my personal stack, and I want to start right here with the 1982, and this is in the original packaging, and so this has the big E logo. So from 1982 to 1984, or the first part of 1984, these all had the big E logo, and it has that little bowl right next to the E. And so something quite common with these in this original packaging is this black spotting, this tarnishing that gets on the coin itself. So I've had more of these, but I've ended up selling them, and so I've kept this one for my personal stack. And getting a date set together is something that I've wanted to do, or a complete set, I guess, of Ingle Hearts is something that I've wanted to do and have slowly been working on it. Hasn't been a top priority, knowing that this one was the main one I needed to get, the 1983 Engelhard Prospector. And this one is in great condition. Now this is, I guess you could say, the key date for the series or for the collection. Now these usually have a pretty good premium, and I did pay a premium for this, but overall I want to say I got a great deal from somebody on Instagram, and this person also has a YouTube channel, but that would be FTF Metals. So he had a post that he had this 1983 Engelhard Prospector, and it was way below what it was going for on eBay. And of course I had to get on that deal right away. So I was able to pick this up from him at a great price. Thank you, FTF Metals, for the 1983 Engelhard Prospector, so I can continue working on my series. Now this is one I've shown in a video already. I got from Marley and T, and this is the 1984 with the big E logo. And for some reason this one is hard to find, at least for me. I haven't come across too many of these. I get a lot of these 1984 Engelhards with the Eagle reverse, but I don't see as many of the big E reverse. So I was able to pick that up, and then in 1985, that's when they come out with the fractional series. And this I picked up a while ago, as you can see, from SilverBarStscker. And this was one of the purchases from his website. I did a video on this quite a while ago, but we've got the 1985, and I'll talk about the different varieties of the 1985 Engelhard Prospector in just a minute. But we've got the half ounce, the quarter ounce, and the 1/10 ounce for the Engelhard Prospector, all with low mintages. And he had thrown in a 1 gram. This isn't part of the series, but definitely cool to have, and especially for the whole collection to have a little 1 gram Prospector. Now back to the 1985. If we look on the other pan, or the other side of the pan, and let me see if I can just zoom in on that a little bit more. But you see the ripples on the other side of the pan right above my finger. So a little more detailed. And I did learn this from SilverBarStscker's channel. He discussed this in great detail. I'm gonna just quickly go over this, but this is one variety of the 1985. And if you look at the date, this is a, kind of just a normal date, right? Just like any of the other Engelhard Prospectors. And then if we look at this 1985, and you look at that side of the pan, the details are not as prominent. And this one has a thicker date. So if you compare that to the other 85, you can see that the one on the bottom, the date is bigger and thicker. So that is one variety. And then the other variety would be kind of the same thing. Not as much detail on the other side of that pan in the waves of the water. And the 1985 date is a smaller date. So look at those side by side. You can see a thicker date on the one on the right, a lot thinner detailed date for the one on the left. And then if we compare the thinner date with this one, and then you look on the side of the pan, you can see the ripples very well on this one here on the left in the case, and on that side of the pan right above the not as much ripples. So those are some varieties you can kind of look for in the Engelhard prospectors, and that would be for the 1985. Now, I do not have a 1986, and that is because I sold one during my auction. So I plan on getting a new one. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal for me to find one. I've been able to find quite a few prospectors, as you guys can see. I went to the LCS, they had quite a few there. And I do have the 1987 though. And remember I said from 1984 to the second part of 1984 on, it is all the eagle for the reverse. So there we go, a small date set, only missing the 1986, but that will be coming. I'll run across those. But let me know what you guys are collecting. Are you guys collecting Engelhard prospectors? Are you going for a full date set? Are you doing just the 1 ounce rounds, or are you doing the entire set, including the fractionals? Let me know. I appreciate you all stopping by and watching my video. If you like my video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and have a blessed day.